Admission to the fair is $10 plus $3 per ride ticket. Gina has $50 to spend. At most, how many ride tickets can she purchase? That's our problem of the day. Let's talk a little bit about it here. A couple of ways we can look at it. A lot of you are probably going like, hey, I can do that in my head. I can make some arithmetic happen. Great. That's what we hope we'll do. What we're also going to do after we work through the arithmetic part, we're going to look at also how you set that up with a little bit of algebra. And it's not a hard deal. It's really not a hard deal, but set it into the language of algebra with those operations, a little bit of multiplication and addition, and then we'll work it out with subtraction and division, it looks like. All right, so let's take a look at this show here, all right? And it is a show because we're going to the fair. And, you know, first of all, if you think about it, Gina's got $50 in her pocket. Boy, that's a good bit of money, Gina, way to go. Now, what we're going to have to do from there is we're going to lose $10 of that because she has to get in the fair, all right? So that's $10 away. So now she's down to $40, and you're thinking, $3 per ride ticket. How many tickets can she get? And just remember, they will not let her take one for free, all right? You got to pay the full price for those ride tickets. So she's got, looks like about $1 left over, but she can't buy a ticket for $1, okay? You got to have the $3 in hand. So what's going to happen is we're going to subtract. We're going to get 40, and then divide that 3. A lot of you are saying, well, we divide 3 into 40. It does. It doesn't go evenly. It goes 13 times. And she is going to have $1 left to go home with, all right? But 13 ride tickets is all she can spend. Let's do that as some algebra, all right? First of all, we're going to let the cost, we're going to call it N. That is going to equal the number of ride tickets, all right? Not a cost here. We already know the cost is $3, all right? So we're going to let that be the number of ride tickets. And you know each one of those is worth $3, all right? So we're going to write it 3 times this unknown amount, N, number of tickets. And she's got to pay $10 to get into the fair. So here we go. We're going to add that $10. So the storyline here is 3 times each ride ticket plus $10. And at most, oh, key words right there. At most, that means we can't go over. We can't go over. So at the most, how many ride tickets can she do? So this is going to be one of those things. This quantity has to stay basically at or under $50, all right? We're not going to equal 50 on this. We're going to say less than or equal to 50 because this quantity has got to be 50 or lower, all right? So we're going to play at that. That's what at most means. It's a less than or equals to moment with our 50, all right? So let's see where we're going to go with this. We're going to do just like we normally do. So we're going to do a little bit of subtracting. So we're going to subtract 10 from both sides. And it's going to leave us with, well, how about it? 40 on the right. I told you that earlier, didn't I? We did a little arithmetic in our heads. And less than or equal to 40. We also have 3n going here, very well. And we're going to divide 3 into 40. And how about it? We're going to basically say 3 won't go into 40 evenly, will it? But it will go in there 13 times with a little bit left over. Unfortunately, that little left over does not buy you another ride ticket, Gina. Sorry about that. So basically, we're going to be looking at, basically the maximum here is going to be 13 tickets or less. That is the number, okay? So again, when we come back to the context, we get a 13 here. Although, yes, it goes 13 and a little bit more. 13 and a third is what that equals to. But remember, like I said, a third of a dollar, a third of a ticket, a third of a number doesn't work. We have to go with 13, and she will get $1 to take home with her.
For more math help, visit tnlearn.org.